Hello, everyone. Trying something new out today. Of course, by the way, welcome to this Roll for Crit stream. This is Will here. And of course, let me know if there's any weird difficulties or you can't hear me, because things like that tend to happen. Anyways, always been a big fan of Magic, and I decided to buy a box of the new core set, which released today, and thought, why not open it? And I have this mystery box here. This is actually not my box, it's my brother's, and he just has had it and had the chance to open it. And he gave it to me. He said, "Why don't you open on stream?" And I wasn't sure. I felt bad about that, and I said, "You know what? I'll open it if people are watching, caring. If not, because I don't know how popular this is. It could be only like one person." But let's focus for now on the newer stuff because that just came out. Now, before we open this, I do not have a buy a box promo because something weird happened in my local game store. But I'm fine. I'm just happy they're open. But they did give me a reliquary tower, very pretty. And thank you, Jose K, for letting me know I sound fine. But let's get into opening this. And since I'm not actually playing a game and just opening cards and reading them out loud to you, I guess I'll answer any questions you guys have in the chat, or maybe just talk about my experience with Magic and how I got started in my fun little stories. So there's the plastic. Oh, and I also don't have a Magic Gathering playmat. This is an Arkham Horror one. I'm sorry, that's what I have. All right, so let's get going with the first pack. Token. Oh, is this going to be now the rare on front? I think that's how it worked with my Ikoria set back then. So, yeah, basic lands. All right, we're starting with a Felurian Sovereign. Feline. Wow. Other cats pumps them up, it gives them protection from dogs, and they knock over other people's artifacts or enchantments because that's what cats do. So that's good. Got the Cat Lord. Unleash Fury with punching a cow. I love the art of this bad deal. That's very cute. Oh, alternate art Chandra's Pyreling. Let's see. All about casting those non-damaging spells. Rise Again, very nice. Sky Scanner. An expensive thropter. Walking Corpse. Warded Battlements. I believe I read in the development this is called Forward Base, and I wish they went with that. That sounds pretty cool. Lofty Denial. Let's see. A Pegasus. Concordia. A Crash Through. I believe that's Amonkhet. Was this actually from Amonkhet, or are they just using the artwork? I can't remember. Daybreaker Charger. Gnarled Sage. Ooh, another alternate art Chandra. The Magmut. So I guess I'll pull those out along with the rare, because alternate borders are nice. All right. Jose 40K. Yeah, I'll give some stories. So I've had waves of Magic in my lifetime. I actually started off way back early grade school. And back then I mostly collected just because they were pretty. And, didn't really know the rules. I think it was Apocalypse was around that general timeline. But the big thing from that was I was a huge fan of the Alien movies. And one time I walked in the card shop and I see their singles. Usually I didn't buy them. But I see one called Sliver Queen. And that was pretty much, in my mind, instantly adjacent to the Queen Alien. And I wanted it really bad. So I saved up money, picked it up. Back then, I believe it was $25. This is back in the 90s, so I don't know what that would convert to now. But even though, it's still probably cheaper than what Silver Queen is now. And it's one of the few cards I still have from that time era. I gave a lot away. I'm pretty happy with. Ooh! Bercy's Lieutenant. I do like this new Planeswalker. I want to see more of them. So we'll see what happens. I also love the Plane of Amonkhet. I think that's his origin plane. So, anyways, the Sliver Queen, that was a really important card to me. I still love it. It's commander of my Silver deck, of course. But I didn't make that deck to be optimal Silver deck. It's more of just I put as many Silvers out as possible. But let's get back to this pack. Canopy Stalker. Oh, Lore Scale Kodo. I love this card. This is before Blue-Green got... Blue-Green has always been a good combo, but nowadays... Meteorite. I got the artwork for this card for my brother for a birthday present. Prismite. Cage Zombie. Sure Strike. Read the Tides. Feet of Resistance. Ooh, Silent Dart. Are we getting some Assassin's Creed in here? Sabertooth Mauler. Turret Ogre. Let's see. It enters the battlefield and it deals damage to things. That makes sense. Ranger's Guile and Goblin Wizardry. Oh, God. Goblin cards always... The art is always rewarding, even if the card itself isn't strong. I don't know about that card, but... So, yeah, other than that, the older cards. I'm trying to remember, is there anything else from that era? I remember there was a zombie snake I used to really like. I can't remember the name of it. Like I said, in Apocalypse era, that journal time mine. But let's say this new pack. Ooh, well, there's a Goblin Wizard. Windsguard. Ooh, Chromatic Orrery. Create generic Mara, then draw a card for each permanent you control. Very nice. All right. Invigorating Surge. I really should do some Hydra stuff. I like any of those big reptile, anything dinosaur-like. Riddle Form, Watcher of Spheres. They've got a lot of stuff helping flying these last few sets. And I don't mind that. I like seeing mechanical lords, so to speak. I think that's a fun idea. I just wish they do it for more than just flying. Gloom Sower, another Sky Sander, Cancel, Rambunctious Mutt. I don't know how I feel about them using the word dog instead of hound. I don't know. It feels weird, but it feels like something that doesn't really matter too much. I am happy they're starting to get a bit more lords, because cats did have lords beforehand. They may have been a little weird or different, but they had lords. Dogs didn't really have anything. I don't even think the jackals from Amonkhet did. I don't know. I don't remember. But I would love for that. You know what? That they need to make something that like jackal, dogs, wolves, and werewolves. All the canine species together. Because werewolves don't have anything either. So, Tonanima, Drowsing Pteranodon. I love this card just because it's a dinosaur that's just like, I'll get up later. There's the regular Chandra's Magmut, the Gnarled Sage, and the Goblin Arsonist. So, got a fun token and a rare. And also, let me know if you think there's any card you're hoping to see in this set. What are you most excited for? I know some people have said like the Grim Tutor, Ugin, of course, the Goblin Wizard, Containment Priest. Great card for some of the moves. Oh, well then. I'll take that. That is nice. In fact, I do have some sleeves, and I think this one's probably worth sleeving up. Full arts tend to be very well desired, and that one is very pretty. So that was pretty good. Let's see. Karen Grubb, Terrifying. Kinetic Augurs. Oh my god. Selfless Saver. This is a 1/1 dog that has no abilities. It's just flavor text. There's nothing here. I don't know what else you could do with this card. That's all that it can do. More vampire stuff. Let's see. Titanic Growth. Tonana. The Staunch Shieldmate. You know, back when in Kamigawa a 1/1 or 2/2 for 1 was considered crazy. Now we got these 1/3s. We'll never return to Kamigawa, even though... Yeah, we should. It's mechanically was the problems. I don't think the theme was the issue. Finishing Blow. Llanowar Visionary. And that got on us. Oh, and that was the land I flipped around. So we got a full art card already. That's pretty good. Now, continuing on with my Magic story. I got back into, and this is the time when I got into mechanically, was right around Onslaught. Both me and my brother just moved to the East Coast, and, didn't have a lot of friends, and I don't know how it got started, but like, yeah, we got into Magic, and I remember going to my first Friday Night Magic, and I made a deck, and I thought I was really clever with it. I didn't read the card fully. Felt like an idiot. It was some archer in white. That was like a 1/1, and I didn't read the attacking or blocking part when you tapped it for damage, because that makes sense. It's white. I was like, I'll just play a bunch of these cheap guys and keep pinging everything. No, it doesn't work that way. So we got a Knight and a Shacklegeist. Quirin Dryad. Tolarian Kraken. Very nice. Ooh, Talarian's Tutelage. Very nice. Alternate art. I'll put, actually, the Shackle aside too. Prismite. Fetid Imp. Titanic Growth. Makeshift Battalion. Silent Dart. Lofty. Anointed Courser, I think. You know, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing everything left or right. It's what it is. Destructive Tampering. Skeleton art. I love the art on this card. I think that's really cool. And it's like such a classic fantasy enemy. And a cute little cat that somehow makes everything have trample. Sure, why not? But yeah, Onslaught was fun, mostly because it went to Scourge with Storm and also Dragons, which I loved. Then Mirrodin came, and oh boy, was that a fun set. So there's another cat. Ooh, a foily cat. So I'll put that aside. And a Garruk's Harbinger. Let's see. It's protection from black. That makes sense. He's not pretty happy with black after being cursed. Put that up there. And let's see. When he deals damage, he can look for a Garruk. That's pretty nice. I want more cards that are generic like that, because I know the starter decks can look for specific planeswalkers, but it'd be nice if something could look for any. Yes, the shrines. Once again, big fan of Kamigawa, so I was really happy to see these shrines come back, since they can still interact with their previous shrines. So I'm definitely excited about that. I'm going to actually put the aside. Fierce Empath, great card. Alpine Houndmaster. And he can search for dogs. That's interesting. Attack creatures. Mask Blackguard. Short Sword. Return to nature. Opt. It's our shield mate again. That Arsonist. More Llanowar Visionaries. Burn Bright. All right, pump a bunch of stuff. Then Swift Response. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. I know that's not actually rare. Oh, wait. Did I pull the rare out of there? That would be over here. I did not. I did not pull out old Garruk. Or not really Garruk. He's Harbinger. So, yeah. I think during the Onslaught era, my best deck was a Dragon deck. It shouldn't have, but that was the best thing I got. That was before. I probably should have done Storm. I bet if the internet was more like it is now, everyone would have been running that. But I don't remember that being such an issue at the card shop I was at. I am not a fan of any land that comes in a tap. It has to be pretty good if it comes in a tap for me, and this is not enough. I know. I'm sure. Ooh, another shrine. Other people would say otherwise, but you know, I'm not even a fan. I'm of the opinion. I think it's minority that the fetch lands should be much more common. I know a lot of people can do some shenanigans with them, but I think overall they would help most people just play the deck if they're doing outside of one monocolor or even two. Witch's Cauldron, Aven Gagglemaster. Am I reading that right? Gagglemaster. They should make add a Canadian Geese card, but make it black because everyone knows they're secretly demons. Deathbloom Thalid. Ooh, mushrooms. Gotta love that. Mistral Singer. Sirens. Definitely, they've been using more Sirens recently, which is nice. Rise Again. The Pegasus. Infernal Scarring. That's nice, adding a sort of skull clamp thing, letting you draw if it dies. This librarian card, I specialize in missing manuscripts, pilfering poetry, and lifted letters. The flavor text is just sometimes some of the best work. Revitalize, Daybreak Charger, Sabertooth Mauler, and Destructive Tampering. Put that up there. But I remember in Mirrodin, I think I still used the dragon at the start of, because I used, there was a dragon card from Mirrodin that exiled all artifacts, and that felt good back then to be like, in my dragon deck, like, you're gone. Just go. Yes. All right. You know you love these ad cards. Just throw that over there. A Foily Gale Swooper. When it enters the battlefield, target creature gets flying. Sure, let's see. Baneslayer. Yes, this is actually my first Baneslayer I think I've owned. I remember when they first came out, I wanted one because I love angels. Angels, dragons, Demons somewhat, but yeah, Kali was pretty much made for me. Those are my colors. But God, this card used to be so expensive. It probably still is. I haven't looked in a long time. But yes, very happy about that. Let's see. Tide Skimmer. Twin Blade Assassins. Liliana's Devotee. A Crypt Lurker. Mistral Singer. Celestial Enforcer. More Scarring. Wall Runes. Roaming Ghostlike. Pridemakin Turret. And Grasp at Darkness. You know, speaking of, I don't know if it's still in the chat, but our Ivan, our man always behind the camera, I think he once said he had a bunch of old Magic stuff up in his basement. We should bother him to open that online or something, or on screen, because he probably has some good stuff up there. I've never actually taken a look. Yeah, I'm going to sleeve the Baneslayer. Alright. Just keep opening this stuff and, I guess, chatting. And it's thrown into the void, but whatever. But we got our Beast. Pursued. I love the flavor of this card. It is the Moby Dick card, and it is fantastic. It enters the battlefield, and opponents each get a pirate token, which is like many of the other hunted cards. But the tokens say they can't block, and they make all creatures that their controller own attack each turn if able. So it actually messes with opponents with the token they give you, and I love it. Eliminate. Destroy small things. Sanctum. Oh, that's a shrine. That's a shrine. Pulling that out. Wildwood Scourge. Classic Colossal Dreadmaw. Fight Indulgence. I'm so happy dinosaurs are typing now. God, I mean, they were so beautiful in Ixalan too. Fervor of the Bitten. Read the Tides. Forward base. Silent Dark. Grasp of Darkness. Ooh, Garruk's Gorehorn. Interesting. It doesn't actually have any text, so it's just this nice big blank box. It almost feels like wasted space somewhat. Maybe I can just write something down there. That would be funny. Another Turret Ogre and a Rousing Reed. Ivan says, once we move. Yeah, that's always the thing. And, you know, who knows what else you'll find when you're actually unpacking and packing up. You'll be like, oh, I didn't know I had this weird game system or something. I don't know why I sleeved the whale. Whale's good, but I don't think he's that important. I could be completely wrong. Like I said, I haven't looked online at prices. For all I know, he's the next Jace the Mind Sculptor. Not likely, though. Ooh, Demon Token. What makes demons in this set? All right. Ooh, Fabled Passage. Searching library for basic lands. It's the cheaper fetch. Seasoned Hollowblade. Discard to get some discardable. Pretty nice. Pestilent Haze. Enthralling Hold. Oh, it's Thing on it. I think it's named from Adam's Family. Fevid Imp. Short Sword. Mind Rot. Makeshift Battalion. Ooh. I want to say that's a Khan's ogre? I don't know. Wish Coin Crab. Dub. And adds Night. Very nice. I wanted to make a Night EDH deck, but I've been lazy. Well, there's the regular Garruk's Gorehorn. It actually has flavor text. And, of course, I wonder if we'll actually see Lily and Garruk butt heads again anytime soon. Bone Pit Brute, Rousing Reed, and that's the land from before. And, Ivan says he also has old Pokemon boosters. I don't know anything about the old Pokemon now. I mean, I played the old Pokemon game. I remember the third pack I ever opened was had the Charizard, the infamous Charizard. Oh, joy. All right, Thorn. 9 lives. Now, this is a flavorful card. You know, I wish I could abuse Form of the Dragon or Dinosaur as much as you probably could abuse this card. But, yeah, those cards aren't that great, unlike this one. Waker of Waves, so another fun little whale. New Pegasus card. Ooh, Wingmare, very nice. Dire Fleetmonger. Pirates. Pirates are more common too. Crypt Lurker, Frost Breath, Blood Glutton. That's definitely a Zendikar vampire. Alpine Watchdog. Needs the barrel of, I guess, mana in this case. Wishcoin Crab, Celestial Enforcer. Life goes on. Wait, which god is that? Is that the green one? This is from Amonkhet when all the gods got killed. The Gorehorn, the Hobble Fiend, and Rousing Reed. That's sort of the fun part, I think, of these sets is like looking at which planes the cards come from. Because sometimes, I mean, there are reprints, obviously, but sometimes they redo the art or take the art and you're like, I think I'm trying to guess the plane because obviously you're not set in a certain one. Sometimes they're obvious, like, when it's like Spirit of Innistrad or whatever that cycle was called. Zombie Forest. Scry Temple. White and black. All right. I mean, or at least this box knows my colors. White and red and white and black. Archfiend's Vessel. Oh, this is the thing that makes the demon tokens. All right. Shrine. I'm getting double of all the shrines. Tempered Veteran. Truffle Snout. I love this card. Look at the little piggy. Unfortunately, it's not in Eldraine, which had the food tokens, because, I mean, it's finding food. Mind Rot, Thrill of Possibility, Spined Megalodon, Defiant Strike, Sure Strike, Run Afoul. It's always weird, some of these cards that destroy green. It just feels like it's not the name as much as just they need something to kill flying creatures in green. Pitchburn Devils. Ooh. Oh, this is the Acolyte in alternate border. Now, I know he says he's from Amonkhet, but I swear, outside of someone telling me he's from that plane, Basiri, I think, I've been saying his name probably wrong, or at least 4 different times, I would not have guessed he was from that plane. Then again, neither was, what's her name? Oh, God, she was the whole thing in the Greeks. Elspeth. I know she's not originally from Bant, but she's been there long enough I would consider her a Bant planeswalker. So I wonder what plane Basiri spent most of his time training, because I know he left for a while right before all the stuff went down. So that could be why his gear looks that way. And I wonder if we visit Amonkhet, that's what they'll look like. Sort of hope not, because it doesn't look very, I don't know. Night, See the Truth. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand, one in the bottom of the library, or the rest of the bottom of the library. And if you cast this spell from anywhere else, you can put your cards in hand instead. Okay, so blue shenanigans all around. Skyway Sniper. Yeah, once again, because they don't like flying, archers are in green because they're good at killing flying things. Obsessive Stitcher. Tavern Swindler. This is the person you see in all your D&D campaigns. They're not giving you quests. They're just there to swindle you. Another Truffle Snout. Another Blackguard, Frost Breath. I believe that art is the Blue Titan back when they had the Titan cycle. And I think that was the only Titan that people didn't like. Another dog, another Megalodon, Unicorn, some Vine Walls, Hobble Fiend, Swift Response, and the Run Afoul. All right. Put that over there. I hope enjoying everything so far. Open another pack. Oh boy, I just love it. I mean, I don't mind it when the ad is on the back of a token, because at least one site's used. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But this is just feels like a waste. All right, we got a swamp. Ooh, Foily Island. Very nice. Ah, Lily. So glad you could join the party. This is the new one. Waker of the Dead. Players discard, and if you can't lose 3, not bad. Excellent. Now that we have Tiny Bones, which I think is one of the better legendaries to be made in quite some time. Though personally, I'm banking for that unicorn pack. I want to get that legendary unicorn from Jumpstart. I'm really excited for Jumpstart. I do think that was a smart move on Magic's part, for the most part. I don't know what the pricing is yet. I haven't looked at that. That's really the one thing, but I think that's clever and a lot more fun, and using the smash-up style will be pretty great. We'll put that over there for now. Let's see. Miscast. Yep, this is me. Anytime in Magic, I'm screwing something up. I'm perfect for any blue mage who's around. Angelic Ascension. It's an interesting card. It's to be the least, though. Where Prismite, Cade Zombie, Rookie Mistake. Wait, how? Oh, that's both his legs. Got to find out who belongs where. Staunch Sealmate, Okna Org, Lofty Denial, Ranger's Guile, Bone Pit Brute, and Swift Response. You know, I was watching this program on Greek mythology a little while back, and it was interesting because it didn't occur to me because most of my knowledge of Cyclopses, or Cyclopsi, what, is just from the Odyssey, and apparently they were created like with the Titans, so they should be much scarier, stronger creatures. I believe they made Zeus's gear too, so it's interesting how I wonder, because in my head now I feel like most, especially Magic cards, are just lumbering brutes, if that's what they've become. And you know, there's also a question of what's the right way, how they were initially written in the lore, or how we see them now. Similar, I know in Theros, like I remember reading an article how they put in Krakens, even though Krakens aren't Greek. We assume they are because the movie released the Kraken and stuff. So, interesting thing. Treasure token, always can use those. Ooh, a foily wing scarred crag. I guess that's all right. Ooh, the Elder Gargaroth. I guess that would be say it. Such a great card to play. I can't wait to play it. Then someone plays a Doomblade on it. I shouldn't be complaining. Green has so much of this stuff. That's probably what we want. Something that gives time for people to react to it. Though maybe not a word soup on it. Miscast, Meteorite, the Goose again. Indulgence. Ooh, Validian Arcanist. Oh, that's pretty good. Wall of Ruin. I love the art on this one. I hate those. I don't like anything about Bolas, except he was actually the first Planeswalker I ever opened. So, Capture Sphere, Spellgorger Weird. So is a weird an elemental? What's the difference? Does anyone know? Lily's Steward, a Snare Spinner, and a Scorching Dragonfire. Ooh, this is one I'd love to get alternate art border for. Not because it's a good card or anything, but I feel like it would actually match with the art. It would look very nice. So, it's foily. All right. Moving on with, I guess while I'm opening the Magic stories. Actually, we'll look at the rare first, and I'll continue my small trip down Magic Lane. Let's see. Primal Might. Oh, give someone a big boost. So, not bad. But, anyways, mostly played Standard back then. Then I went to college, and a small break in between just because things got busy in high school. But then college, and my friends played Magic, and we decided to get back into it. That's when I first opened up. That was right around Alara block, and that's when I opened up Nicobolas. And that's also when we learned of, it was EDH back then. It's Commander now, so I still call it EDH. But I really liked that because I could play with old cards, like, the Sliver Queen I had. And though that was not the first card I played with. Actually, I learned that when I came back to California to visit my friend's Commander, not from college experience. And the first deck I had was a blue-black deck. I think it was I can't remember who it was. I think it was the old Ravnica guy, the guild leader. But that was just because that was most of my good cards. Ghostly Pilferer. He does look like a ninja, but he's just a rogue. It's one of those good decks. Honestly, back then, maybe not now because they've made so many Commander cards. But usually you're just like, most of my best cards are in white and green. Do I have a white leader? And that was very interesting. That's also, I know nowadays people just complain about Planeswalkers, rightfully so for the most part. But oh God, what's the name of this card? Decree. Someone. Okay, so we were playing a game, and someone cast Decree of Annihilation, full cast, which removes everything, and we're all like, great, we're starting over. Until we realized, because the person who cast it, and they didn't even realize it too, they were just in a bad board state. The only card they had was Garuk, because they got him out last turn, and we were ignoring him because we had our own threats, and we all realized, wait, that doesn't say Planeswalkers. And nowadays, when you hear they're like, "Oh, he's abusing older cards," then we laughed. We thought it was the most hilarious thing that he had a Garuk on the field, and they got away accidentally because just the way card interaction works. And I think that's when it was nice because it was more about, and that is the right way to play EDH Commander, just socializing, seeing how weird cards work and stuff. Host for 40K. Ooh, apparently weirds are from D&D. So a water weird originates from the element plane of water. So I guess they're like elementals, but maybe elementals are born on our plane when weirds are more like pulled from their own plane. Huh. So I guess they're more like alien creatures. Interesting. Except I only think they appear on, at least the only ones I can think of are from, not Innistrad, Ravnica, and they're always part of the Science Guild. So I don't know if in that case they're considered like built elementals. All right, Construct, Blood Cave, Thieving Guild Enforcer. Let's see, Flash, and it does rogue stuff. Not too much, but I guess it's technically still a rogue lord. All right, we've got 3 out of the 6 possible shrines. That's our goal tonight. We're just trying to get 5. You know, if we can get 5 out of the 6, because one of them is the rare one, we'll consider that a win. Havoc Jester, Fainted Feathers, Track Down, Blood Gutton, Steve. But yeah, so, and also because I did keep all the cards back from when I said when I played during the Onslaught, so that also helped with Commander. And what modes do all you guys play with? Do you Standard, Commander, Modern? Never really got into Modern because once I got into Commander, I'm like, I don't have to worry as much anymore. And when you look at Modern, especially, I don't know if it's much problem then, but like now it's like, oh, I need to put $600 into a deck. That may or may not. Weird stuff happen. Ooh, hello. That is very nice. I actually like that a lot. Honestly, some of these art ones now are becoming better in the full. Well, there's our rare shrine, Sanctum of All. All right, we're going for 6. We're going for one of every shrine. That is very nice. I'm very happy with that pull, even though I shouldn't be. It's not like I probably could buy that. I bet it's not even like $1. Oh God, everything I like is not expensive. Is either horrifically expensive or just really bad. There's never a middle ground. Treacherous Greed. What is this? It has a dragon on it. Is it just? No, it's just gaining control of something. All right. Ooh, there's another alternate art thing. So this had 2 alternate arts. Really nice. Not bad. So, do I need to sleeve something? No, I just need to put my token and alternate art stuff. I'll technically put the shrine over here. Oh, Hoser 40K, you have not played in decades. Well, thank you for watching, even though this probably isn't as interesting as actually watching me play or doing our board game battles. Yeah, didn't care for the tournament scene, couldn't get any of your friends' interest. But that's the one of the problems with this, and it's hard to argue, even more so now. Be like, you want to get in? What's the price for me to get in? You're like, eh. Like even LCGs can be a problem with that. I think the only reason Jonathan started the Marvel one, I think, is because he could start at the ground floor. That's the big problem with these, and I think that's why Arena is so attractive to have a free-to-play version. But, there's our weird again. Huh, that's pretty cool art. It's so hard to convince people because, everyone wants to have a fighting chance when they go in. And, some people can say, get to learn to use cards. You don't want to learn to play just some 1/1 for 2 or 3. You want to start with a Radiant Fountain. I was hoping with something like this, this multicolored cool art and stuff. That's what you want to go with. I don't know if this card's actually good. Let's see. Rada, Heart of Keld. Has first strike on your turn. You may look at the top card of your library at any time and play lands. Okay, so like that's pretty nice. And that's why I think Commander is very attractive. You know, you get to have these big, cool cards. And, you know, you don't feel guilty if you like dragons because, you know, when you play Standard, or for example, unless you had that dragon support or something in a set, it's very hard to play those bigger creatures if that's your kind of thing, you know. It's all about those Cawblades. Oh, Cawblade. That was a fun time. So where was I? Yeah, pull this aside. You know, I don't know how I feel about this Scythe. It gets a soul token every time the creature holding it dies. And I think it starts with 1. And that sounds like a cool idea. It's only 1 to equip, but maybe if you really built around it or something. Opt, Defiant Strike. Ooh. All right, a Lillian Steward and Altar. I love this purple foil. Remember when they were going to add purple as a 6th color, possibly? Oh, man. That would have been interesting. All right. I guess you're foil, so you know, probably not really thing to care about. Hoodoo. You two, however. All right, we're still missing the black and the white shrine. So I'm not having the same color luck or foretelling as my Ikora box. If you looked on our Instagram, I got 3 different versions of the main mythic from that set, and both the regular and alternate art of the tricolor land for the Abzan, the white, black, green. So it definitely wants me to go that way, but I'm more of a Mordu. Ooh, oh. I see Teferi and alternate art. So that's good. Let's see. Legendary Enchantment. If you would draw a card, except for the first one you draw, you can draw 2 instead. I'm going to say this is pretty good. I'm going to say that's a pretty good pull. Let's see. Jungle, Fierce. Ooh, what's this weird vampire? Let's see. At the beginning of your end step, gain 3 more life. It comes back, and then you can sack and draw a card. Oh, that's not too bad, because it's pretty easy to gain life with most vampires. And, you know, there's another alternate art of that, so. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely one, I think. It's pretty nice. I do love that they're doing these alternate borders, in particular of not just rares. It feels nice to even get that in the common slot. Because my guess is even then, they're not that expensive. If you used like a playset in them in your deck, you'll feel pretty good having them. Ooh, and there's a foily rare. I'm going to do that right now. Sublime Epiphany. Oh, it's a choose a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Counter, return, token, or draw. Pretty much all blue things. And there's Conspicuous Snoop, too. I love this card. Just look at this goblin. It's snooping through someone's window. Oh, that goblin art is always rewarding. That is a great. Fungal Rebirth. Dude, that's pretty cool. I like that. Mirrodin. How much I love and hate you. Mostly because you have a lot of nostalgia for me. Thrilling Possibilities. Mind Rot. You know, all your classic stuff. We're made a good chunk of the way through here. Ooh, an hour. Maybe I should go a little quicker. Sorry. And, all right. I think I remember this one. I remember reading this and like, it's green. Because it's whenever you draw the second card each turn, create a token, and then change people's power and toughness equal number of cards in hand. Maybe blue-green. But to me, this is just one of those examples of green going where it shouldn't in my mind. I think green's biggest weakness should be draw. It's not really anymore. Because, you know, it's very far from blue, which is draw should be in blue. So is red, but I like how red does it. It's a very impulsive draw. You usually have to pay a price to get it. And black makes sense because you pay life. Whites, we don't talk about white anymore. Though they did some really good white cards in here. In particular, I like the white one that is like when your opponent does stuff like outside their turn or things you get to draw. I think that's how white should go, though I know people will hate that. Just like how they hate, oh God, I can't remember the name of the cards. One's white, one's blue, but I think it's the same idea. It's something greed, I think, and you have to pay one, and if you don't pay one, whoever has the enchantment gets to draw a card or make a treasure token. I think those are very white. It's pretty much, you can do your weird combos and stuff. Just be prepared to pay me for going outside the bounds of regular Magic rules. Ooh, there's an alternate art. Teferi's Protege. That's a token. I understand like the alternate art and they don't put the flavor text on there, but it's really a shame because I feel like sometimes the flavor text is the best part of some of these cards. Opening a pack. Now, finishing up my Magic stories. Since college, like I said, more Commander. Obviously, like when they made the first pre-made ones and I saw Kalia, I'm just like, yes, that's me. But then I made a Bant one, which was, I think, before I really thought about Mardu mixing colors, because Alara, Bant was my favorite color combo. I thought it makes sense. It has blue-green in it, which really helps support, and I like white. There's the Angel for that spell that turns things into angels. A Foily Ranger's Guide, and a Glory. I love the art on this Glorious Anthem. I don't think I used Glorious Anthem, but this art with the wings spread is pretty badass. That's probably one I'd love to get a print of. I'm really happy too with the print. Honestly, any of the prints from, if you actually look, my head's usually blocking it, but currently in our standalone sets, I have a print of one of the sets from Ixalan, the dinosaurs. All the dinosaur prints are beautiful. I truly love that plane. I really hope we can go back again. I love most planes when we don't have a major story to go there for. You know, I feel things get very lost, like in War of the Spark or Amonkhet, not Amonkhet, but the one after it when Bolas arrived. I like to see the plane acting naturally. I'm actually really hoping when we return to Zendikar. I'm usually not a fan of as much of Zendikar and Ravnica as most people. I like Zendikar a lot more than Ravnica, but I really hope there's no Eldrazi. Not because like I hate the power of Eldrazi. I understand it, but I sort of like them because they have that Cthulhuian thing to them. But I really would love to see here's just a cool plane that's designed to be like the D&D plane. Let's go exploring. And there's another blue and black alternate art lands. Hi. I'm just going to put that down slowly. Oh, man. Teferi, Master of Time. Oh, my God. That has to be worth something. Alternate. Oh. I wish Matt was watching right now. If I had my brother. I was thinking of asking him to come along, but he's at a friend's place. But he'd probably tell me, yeah, that's a X dollar card right now. So that was a very, very good pull, I think. Hoser 40K was tempted to pick up the ready-to-play decks. There's so many products I'm not 100% sure what you're referring to. If you mean like the ones with Planeswalkers or the 5-color set. Honestly, if you not sure about friends to play with, first of all, of course, I'm really happy my local friendly game store was open to play this. Check out your own. But Jumpstart is, I think, a great way because you can literally tell friends hey, look, here are 2 packs. I'm going to buy them. I don't know what's in them. We're going to open them, just shuffle them together and go. The Transformers game actually has that. It's not technically Jumpstart, but they had a mini rule game where you open 2 booster packs, you just go with it and run and play the game. And I played with Jonathan. He really enjoyed it because there wasn't you didn't have to make a deck. You didn't have to worry about that. You just grab them and then just hit the field and play. It's going to be a lot easier to get people to play. That's probably the best way to get people to play Magic because they don't have to think or even feel guilty about oh, do I have good cards on it? No, you're not supposed to really edit these. You can. I don't think you really need to. I'm really excited because people have made pre-made cubes you can buy from some stores and stuff people would be special. We made a really unique Jumpstart extra packs you can do randomly smash up, ones for planes. We made a Ravnica one, a Kamigawa one, that they're all relatively balanced. I'd really love to see someone try that. Let me get through this pack first, and I'll continue reading on. Oh, there's our black shrine. We're one shrine away from our little bingo. So, but man, yeah, this was... Of course, alternate art to Fairy and the island would come together. Of course they would. But let me see where it was. Yeah. It's like watching one of those treasure hunter shows. I wonder if they've ever had magic cards appear on like the Antique Roadshow. Like, well, as you see here, this was an original beta printing of Shivan Dragon, which isn't worth much. But this unopened pack you can look through, because it used to be waxy, might have a Black Lotus, it looks like. So that's going to be worth $10,000. That's my judge voice. I've not watched... I think I used to watch a couple episodes here and there. I remember as a kid, my parents watched that and Frasier and Seinfeld. And what else did Hoser have to say? I think it was one of those packs that came with the 2 decks ready balance play against. Oh, the 2 pre-made deck things. I don't think they make those anymore, but those usually had some... I remember some became really good. They were very hit or miss. He doesn't need me to shout him out here, but like Tolarian Community College, he rates everything. If you're ever worried about a Magic product, he'll tell you and be like, yes, this is my grade rating. It's the person to go to. It's who I watch for all this to know if something's worth it or not. And yes, I know his usual thing is buy singles, but I always like to buy a box for the first time. And I thought I'd open on one right now just to see how this goes. Demonic. Oh, is this the enchantment that like can keep coming back, right? Yes. That's a pretty cool card. I don't know why I pulled that out. Let's see. Leafkin Avenger. Is it? I wonder if this is actually from Lorwyn. This person is supposed to be. I don't know if it's new or a reprint. Probably not because it says Planeswalker. They didn't really include Planeswalker on cards until much later. So I don't think he's a reprint. Or it. Chrome Replicator. Oh, it makes a bunch of doubles. All right. Alchemist's Gift. Mutt. Shock and Gale Super. All right. Put that in the rare pile. And, I really hate the fact that those Magic board games turn out to be such a dud. I wish they have such a great world and lore, and I love them making the D&D books. I wish they had a way that was easier to get into the story that didn't maybe require you to get into the card game right away. Ooh, Furious Rites foil. That's actually very pretty. Ooh, hold on. I don't know this card. Let's see. Prevent something else from blocking, which very red. And when a creature with tower less deals combat damage to player, draw a card. I like that. That looks fun. All right. But going back, if there was I don't know. I know they're making a Netflix show with Chandra. I don't know if it's everyone. I just know Chandra's definitely in it. But it would be cool, I know, I've said it before. I don't know whether it's on this or podcasts or for our Patreon. There's my shameless plug. But I would love for them to do a cooperative, ECG, I guess, for them, since it's not Fantasy Flight. That would be more focused on the Planeswalkers. That way, if you wanted to hear the story of what happened to more of the Spark without having to reading a real bad book, you could actually play it. And I think that would be a great way for people who don't want to be as competitive to join in with the Magic. And I'm sure once you play enough, you're like, oh, I want to actually make a regular Chandra deck or something. And there you go. I think that'd be a great way for them to hook people in. Okay, I remember seeing this legendary dragon as a spoiler and not being impressed too much. But let's see again. He can't attack unless you control 4 more artifacts, so he's greedy. But he can block. That's good. But he makes treasure tokens. Not as bad. I don't know why I had such a bad opinion of him for it. This card looks a little faded. I don't know if it's just me. I think it's just... I usually view things in my commander, especially for Kalia. But making treasure tokens, especially since that card suits, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking then. Another Black Shrine. I love this card, but God, blank ability. No. All right, joking aside, the flavor texture of this does not match. The art is like, oh, it's silly. I don't know if you guys can read this from here, but the flavor text is because it's selfless savior can sack to give indestructible. It says, she raised him from an orphan pup and gave him a life of love. With his last act, he thanked her. Like, I want to make a dog deck. I don't know if I'd ever sacrifice that for, like, that text just makes, I'm tearing up a little bit right now. Thank God there isn't a camera on me. I bet I'm flipping through these at a really bad way for people to read. And put those over there. All right, we're opening this pack up. Ooh, a Griffin. That's a fun type. Is there a Griffin lore? Does anyone know? I don't think there is. I'm a very tribal kind of guy, though I'm not a green player. Idol of Endurance. Oh, this is the one that can exile a bunch of stuff, then bring them back in, right? Yes. So a very interesting idea. I like it. It's different and weird. White definitely got, I think, a lot of love personally in this set. I remember seeing a lot more white cards and being like, and Jumpstart too. I consider them very close to each other. Like this works. This is nice. I hope they continue to give white a bit more love. The color, the mana color, instead of green. Green needs to be pulled back a little bit. Other colors I think are pretty fine. I know I used to always joke about blue, but that's just because I'm always annoyed by people stealing the control of my stuff. In particular, Gilded Drake. I don't like that card. Every commander set players have their own ban list. There's an official one, but there's cards I hate for one. Gilded Drake is one of my banes. Along with technically bribery, but it was only bribery because I used to run this one card. It was an Archon. That was, if you had it, you couldn't be attacked. And that always got bribed from me. And it's such a pain to get taken from you. So I never run that card anymore. I run bribery. Yeah, no, I am the pot calling the kettle black. Or is the kettle called the pot black? I don't know. All right, let's see. Pack leader, yes, finally, the Dog Lord. Thank you. Or one of them. There's technically the legendary one. But that's also cats. So this one gives dogs +1 and prevents combat damage to be dealt to them. Very happy with that. And then we got our regular uncommons and commons. Oh, God. I'm so sad what happened to Avacyn. She was one of my favorites, too. And I guess spoilers, but things don't end well for her when we return to Innistrad. So she's pretty much removed from existence because two planeswalkers got into a fight and neither of them decided to actually try talking. Yeah, no, I'm okay. I don't still hold a grudge about that. Add and another tap. Well, we finally are in the colors of white, black, and green, just like the Bant box. I love this. This is such a fun card in Commander just because it's this counter, and I still have mana up for stuff. And no one likes you. This is really... I remember getting this in Mirrodin. This looks so... I don't know why it looks so weird to me like this now. I don't think they changed the art, the border. I think that was after the border change. I don't know why that makes me look so weird. We're almost running out. I think I'm not... I mean, unless you guys are really interested... I think I'll just stop at the 21. I'll open the mystery booster if you guys really want to. But like I said at the very start, technically my brother gave it to me to open, but I'm like, we'll see if people are actually watching. Oh, I'm a little worried. We got 4 packs left, I think, if I count correctly, and we have gone the legendary shrine and 4 of the shrines. Where is it? Here we go. I'm really hoping to get a full set of one of each, at least. So, you got 5 packs left. 4 in there and the one in my hand. So we got a cat and... Whoa! Hello! Oh, and is that foil too? That is. Oh my goodness. This was a pretty solid box. This and that nice Teferi. Oh, good scavenging ooze. That's a very good scavenging ooze. Put that over there. And okay, it's a Scryland. Doesn't go in that pile. And ooh, I am a fan of vampires. That makes sense because of course I would like the broken Edgar Markov. Haven't really made a deck with him yet. I mean, I have his pre-made deck. I bought that, but once again, Goblin Art is beautiful. I want to actually, modify it and stuff. I haven't gone to that. Honestly, like after college, also when a lot of people I know moved away, all the Magic players I knew moved away. I still keep up with Magic, and as you can see, I buy products. But I've been lazy on actually building the new decks. I've been upgrading the decks I have, not building them. So, Shiny Snare Spinner and Maze Mine Tome. This is, if I ever make a Lovecraftian deck or something, that's going in because that's literally, that is the brain token from Arkham Horror series. You put page counters on it, and you can pay more to draw while you do it. And if you have a lot of page counters on it, you gain life. All right. So, plenty of other guys we've seen. Where's the rare? That was the rare. I didn't take them out. Along the way. Nothing new, but that's to be expected. I mean, I'm opening a whole box after all. Refresh Damon. Thank you very much. Yeah. It's pretty nice pull. That's not the one I wanted to put in that sleeve. Between that, I got regular Lily, but I got a alternate border Teferi, which is nice too. So that's pretty good. Oh, and I dropped my box of sleeves. All right, let's see here. I've got a lot of empty Raptors to pick up. And that's an ad. Ooh, Shiny Cultivate. That's nice. Necromentia. Ooh, let's see. Choose a card name other than a basic land. Oh, is this one of those remove stuff? And shuffles their library. They get a lot of zombies out of it, but, what was it? I can't remember what it was. This is definitely my later Magic. I did go back and I made a standard vampire deck. This was back when that the vampire was the one that you revealed the top card if your deck was black. He gave I think +2/+1 in flying to all vampires. And I had a vampire deck, and I went to a standard game, and it was one of my best runs I've ever did. And I remember the first game was against a deck that was using a whole bunch of the planeswalkers plus like Vegevine Elemental and the elf that can make you discard a card to tutor a creature. And I beat it because I could search through his deck and just remove everything. That was a good deck. I lost at the finals to a green deck that was built last minute. So, once again, core set 20... wait, hold on. Refresh Demon saying, I played Limit exclusively. No, the packs are... I liked playing Limited. And honestly, going to Limited events with friends was the best. It's sometimes just fun. I remember a Two-Headed Giant. I did that for Innistrad. That was hilarious because, yes, Vampire Nocturnus. Thank you, Refresh Demon Nocturnus. That guy. Nosferatu. He's not the pretty Twilight vampire, that's for sure. But damn, did he feel good. That was when vampires got a lot of love. And next thing you know, we got Edgar Markov. So, all right, I dropped my box of sleeves. Hold on. My purple dragon shields. Yeah, no, honestly, Limited is one of the reasons why I still like the idea behind packs, because first of all, it makes all these all worth it completely. You don't have to feel like, oh, what's the rare in it? You can think like, oh, this is a cool card. I might be able to get away with this or something. I think and it makes you feel it's a lot easier for people to join in. It's one of the ways you could jump into Magic. You don't have to feel bad that you don't have 4 copies of Jace the Mind Sculptor or Scalding Tarns because you were there. You open a pack and you get what you had. And usually you can. I mean, you can have bad pulls, but going back to that Two-Headed Giant example, our power card was the Angel that was rewarded with humans on the field, and I had the, like, I think there was a 1-1 unblockable, but we had no equipment. Well, we did. We had a torch, which was like, it doesn't do anything except for give it power. So I'd play him and I'd say, I poke you with a stick. And just keep poking him with a stick because I can't do anything about it. He'd just go up. Anyways. And I love this planes. It's Amonkhet planes and it doesn't have Bolas horns on it. And then a foily meteorite. So that's pretty. Hooded Blade. I love this card. It's the Death Touch Lord, I'd like to say. Because it makes creatures with Death Touch lose life, gain life, and then you actually can kill Planeswalker with Death Touch, which you should be able to. After all. And there's our White Shrine, folks. We have completed our Shrine cycle. Oh, that makes me very happy. We did it. Second to last pack. I don't think we got this card yet. Reign of Revelation. I don't recognize it. And the Strip Drowser. It makes sense some uncommons would not appear here. Yeah. Let's see. Refresh Statement. Yeah. Oh, no. These are... I think I got... Hold on. Go through. These are the 3 alternate lands we've gotten. Very pretty. Very cool. I honestly like them. That makes them so nice. Just have the symbol there. Now, I'm on to my last pack. And unless you guys really are curious to see, I think we'll stop here. Unless all, what is it, 6 viewers I have according to this want to see the mystery booster. I think we'll stop with this last one. So let's see if we get to end on a big note or if that Scavenging Ooze was... Well, there's a mountain. We've at least gotten everything but a forest in pretty art. And all right, Nyambi. This looks very nice. I can't remember what she does. Let's see. Flash. And does the battlefield return another creature you control is on hand and then gain life to... Ooh, I like that. Discard a legendary card, draw 2. I actually think that's pretty cool. I think I could see some cool stuff with that. I like it. Oh, that can be worked there. Yeah, I like the card. So we got Riddle Form, Indulging. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let's see. I think it looks like my hand is there. Yeah, my computer decided to shut down at that moment. I'm going to hope that smiley face emote means I'm in. Well, that was the last pack, though, of the M20. So we'll quickly go over, in case people weren't here for anything. Let's show all the fun cards we have. You know, here's our pile of tokens. And all our pretty non-rare. There's our lands. There's, of course, all the cool creatures and uncommons we've got. As I said before, I am back, indeed, Hoser 40K. Just to give a quick recap. And, of course, like I said, I was hoping to get a full cycle of shrines. And we managed to pull it off, including the rare one, which I will show in a moment. As for rares, we got plenty of cool stuff. Let me make sure I'm putting this in. No, that's not in camera frame. Yep. So, lots of cool. There's the nice rare shrine there. I'm just going to put all the Scrylands there. Well, we'll just put the legendaries up top covering because they're legendaries. I have no idea about the cost of most of these. I can only make simple guesses. And then, of course, I've got all these stuff, which include, you know, we've got some regular foil things there. I'll put them aside. Let's see. Regular foil. Those are some more foil stuff. Yeah. You know, some foil uncommons and commons. Very nice. But we've got some nice foil rares there. And in particular, Baneslayer and Lily, plus 4 alternate arts, including 2 full arts for Scavenging Ooze and Containment Priest, and alternate arts for both It just occurred to me, I got Aegis Insight and Teferi Master of Time. Oh, God. Really, putting me on the spot, Refresher Demon, with the 9 lives card. God, I can't name them, but I can tell you this one up here is from Ikoria. It's the companion that gives +1 to a bunch of different things. That one, I believe, is from the Commander decks. I believe he is Gruul color. I think that's an old tiger from Dominaria. She's from Mirrodin. I want to say that's a Johnny's brother. One of those two are Johnny's brothers. Ah, God. No idea. I think someone said that's the legendary cat dragon. I think I saw. That I think also was made in a Commander product. I think the dragon deck, if I recall. No idea that it's one of those two, and then I don't know who the other one is. One of them's got to be the Duelist from the Weatherlight. But then I can't place the other. I know there are lists out there, and some of them, like I said, are very obvious. I mean, that helmet and that one's facial structure makes them very obvious who they are. The rest, you got to know the names. And now they're a house cat, making them the most, royally served and fed to. I mean, it's got the best life out of all of them. But the rest of these are pretty nice. I feel now I got to do something with these. I mean, first, the Ikoria box I opened had all the white, black, green cards telling me to go. Now this is telling me to do Teferi. So, but I have a feeling if doing something with Teferi means people hating me. Because people don't seem to like the shenanigans he can pull. But yeah, pretty solid pulls. I'm pretty happy with this, I think. Just even from a placing standpoint. I'm pretty sure cost-wise, if I add it up, I'd be pretty fine. But that was opening a Core Set 2021 box. Sorry for the hiccup at the very end. It just couldn't wait, but still a lot of fun. By the way, also great if you missed it, that this Containment Priest came with regular Containment Priest. So they're like, whatever suits you the most. Yeah, no, you were absolutely right. There are certain cards like this card. I don't have a Super Friends deck. I don't like Super Friends decks, but that when you play this in Commander, people are like, yeah, you're next. But thank you so much for joining. Let us know if you, for whatever reason, want to see more Magic Gathering stuff from us. The Mystery Booster is still unopened if you want to see us, maybe with my brother, try to draft it. When Jumpstart comes out, maybe playing around with that. See if I can get Jonathan to play. That would be a little hard in particular right now with making sure that we don't get each other sick. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And I really do hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. If you have any questions, of course, you can let us know. And, when we now do our Meeple Gallery, which is when we read comments at the end of each month live, we'll be looking at this stuff too. And, of course, you can interact with us there. Like I said, it's live. Don't forget to, of course, check out our other videos. And, yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to open, as Refresher Demon said, that brother building sealed mystery boosters. And mystery boosters are so much fun to do that kind of sealed products with. And it's one of the reasons why I hate how when Mastered or Modern Horizons were so expensive. Because that's the kind of stuff, it's so great. It's so much great, weird stuff in the packs for people to play with. But I'm getting on a tangent. Don't forget to check out our other videos, of course. Let us know what you'd like to see. And, of course, once again, shameless plug, we have a Patreon. You can support us there. And if there's anything in particular you want us to review or look at, obviously, if you listen on the Patreon, we'll definitely be paying attention. Thank you so much for watching. And this has been Will, and with Roll for Crit.